Hello and welcome. You're watching eNow and I am Shreya Srivastava. From Hollywood stars and Bollywood showdowns to bizarre viral stunts and chaotic film events, the internet has had plenty to talk about. As celebrities make headlines, unusual moments also grab eyeballs, and social media turns every incident into a talking point. Here are some of the stories that are going viral right now. Now, Joel Edgerton is back in the multiverse. And this time, Jason 2's darker side is firmly in focus. In his latest interview with Zoom, Edgerton has opened up about returning to Dark Matter Season 2 and the challenge of playing multiple versions of the same man. With Dark Matter returning on August 28th, expect more alternate selves, darker choices, and one very complicated question. If you could meet another version of yourself, would you really like what you see?
Hello, everybody. I'm Rajani, and really so excited to be doing this with Joel and Jennifer. The cast of Dark Matter Season 2. The things and the matters do go darker here, clearly. There's so much that is happening. I want to understand, Joel, once you see, the obsession with the box here is very clear. And we see that, of course, you're aware of the alternate possibilities that could happen. But I feel like he's also losing his mind here more in that direction. How do you balance that out? How do you and in your head, do you think he's the villain of his own story? Is the guilt more the fact that you keep dragging your family into the decisions that you've made?
I think we get to see in season 2 the reasons why in season 1 Jason 2 could exist. This level of obsession, a certain selfish aspect to his personality. And I think it's kind of makes sense that, we at season 2, the family are trying to find a safe place. And we realize together and separately that the box itself is quite dangerous. It's an avenue for escape, but it's also an avenue for inviting the wrong things into their lives. So there's a question of whether to shut the box down if we can, but then Jason becomes obsessed with also the idea of learning more and more about this thing that he never actually personally created. So there's sort of a corruption in him that I find quite fascinating and somehow makes more sense of season 1. You go, he's a good guy, but we all have the capacity for bad things as well.
Jennifer, now you've kind of lived with this for 2 seasons. And because your character sees so many, that sees the alternate possibilities of the road not taken, do you also think about it in the beginning, in the first season, or now? Because now, even more, I think the feeling of the fact that she might not find that home is very clear, right? Like, is she going to find a place that she can call home and stuff? So do you think about it of what could have been when the road not taken and the possibilities as well?
I feel like Daniela actually, she was on a different journey. I think she knew she had decided the path she wanted to be on, and she wanted to be on this path with this version of her, Jason, and in her family and in the life that they had made with all of the choices they had made and all of the things that they had been through together. I don't think she was looking for another better version of her life. I think in season 2, she's on a journey to figure out how she can remain on that path and how she can feel that she deserves to be there and she can fully be there, having done some of the things that she's done because of the box and having seen the things that she's seen because of the box. So it's kind of like, how do I get back to the path that I was on and walk it peacefully and happily again?
Okay, I'm going to end it by asking the common question to the both of you. What has changed in you and mostly in your character that you observed from season 1 and season 2? You as a person, as an actor, and your character. Major.
Whoa. It's changed about us. I just feel like the show itself has sort of taught me a little bit about expanding my imagination because the show demands that of us as actors. Like, quite often as an actor, you go to set and you go, I've done this before. I've experienced this in my life. But dark matter constantly throws up these challenges, which you go, this is not a normal thing for a human being to go through. For example, to encounter a different version of yourself and have a conversation, it itself is a weird improbability or impossibility. So it challenges your imagination, I think, for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I had this similar experience, especially with that aspect of it, you know, doing scenes with oneself.
On that note, thanks so much. It's wonderful.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
And I think Dark Matter continues to be on the most celebrated sci-fi shows. So all the very best.
Thank you.
Again.
Thanks so much.
3,400 kisses and a rupees 5,500 challan. But why? A bizarre viral stunt in Gwalior has left the internet asking one question. In a country where there are already many more than pressing problems, can you actually get fined for kissing a car? Well, a man's girlfriend reportedly spent around 3.5 hours putting nearly 3,400 lipstick kiss marks on his Swift. The video went viral, clocking around 55 lakh views. But then traffic police stepped in. The car was traced, brought to the police station, and the owner was fined rupees 5,500 rupees, with police saying the vehicle had allegedly been involved in a dangerous driving stunt. He was also made to clean the lipstick off the car. But crucially, the challan was not simply for kissing the car. Reports say the action was for traffic violations connected to the way the car was allegedly driven and displayed on the road. And yes, public kissing can raise a separate legal issue under India's obscenity laws, when conduct is considered obscene and occurs in a public place or causes annoyance. But there is no blanket traffic rule saying a kiss itself automatically attracts a challan. So this viral love story has a very Indian ending: 3,400 kisses, 55 lakh views, and a rupees 5,500 bill. Meanwhile, Kangana Ranaut's fresh swipe at Abhijit Dipke has got many talking. Kangana Ranaut is back with another attack on CJP founder Abhijit Dipke. This time, it is his English-speaking skills in her crosshairs. Kangana has shared a reel comparing Dipke speaking in English with an old clip of herself speaking fluently. The caption takes a direct dig at their educational backgrounds. 12th pass Kangana Ranaut versus Boston University's CJP Dipke. Adding one is fire, the other needs a reboot. The swipe comes after Dipke himself addressed questions about his English in an Instagram Q&A, saying he becomes conscious while speaking in front of the camera. Now, Kangana also invoked her own past, recalling how she was mocked for her English early on in her career, and framed the post as a comeback of sorts. But this is bigger than just an English vibe. Kangana and Dipke have been trading barbs over the CJP protests, with Kangana previously questioning his claim of even being a student and pointing to their age and career differences. So from political protests to personal digs, Kangana's latest salvo has now turned into an English versus education face-off.
Kangana Ranaut is once again making headlines, this time over a post comparing her English-speaking skills with those of Cockroach Janata Party founder Abhijit Dipke. Well, the actor and politician shared a video that compared a public statement by Dipke with one of her own speeches from several years ago. Kangana Ranaut has shared a post about Cockroach Janata Party founder Abhijit Dipke and his English-speaking skills. Well, the actor took to her Instagram stories to share a post that directly compared how she and Abhijit spoke publicly in English. Well, in the reel, Abhijit was seen giving a public statement in English at the beginning. The video then shifted to Kangana giving a speech in English about how she was perceived as a female actor in the film industry. The caption on the reel read, 12th pass Kangana Ranaut versus Boston University CJP Dipke English level. One is fire, the other needs a reboot. Well, Kangana has been open about the fact that she was not fluent in English when she started her journey in the film industry. She had previously shared that it was on Coffee with Karan where Sonam Kapoor mocked her for English. Sharing her thoughts, Kangana said, "What I learned from years of fights with film mafia is that no outsider will be mocked for not speaking English. Also, that show is officially closed forever." She further added, "Please don't miss my comeback in the end. Even at 24, after being openly bullied, humiliated and mocked, I showed grace, sophistication, articulation and humility, which English-speaking gossipy aunties with so-called great upbringing can never." Meanwhile, Abhijit Dipke had addressed questions about his English-speaking skills. On Sunday, he answered a fan question on his Instagram stories after someone asked why he hesitates while speaking in English. Abhijit said that he gets conscious in front of the camera. On Monday, he also wrote to education ministers of all states, seeking data on government school infrastructure, teaching vacancies and funding. Well, this is not the first time Kangana has openly criticized members of the Cockroach Janata Party. Last month, she called out CJP spokesperson Saurav Das over his comments about her work as an MP. Well, Saurav had said that no one in her party or among the younger generation takes Kangana seriously after she criticized the CJP protests. Well, responding to him, Kangana said, "I googled this person and he's 28 years old. How he claims to be a student, I have no clue. Yes, I'm in politics for past 2 years, but I have been in public life for the last 20 years. At his age, I had 2 national awards." Well, Kangana also acknowledged her own past comments as an MP and said, "Yes, as a new parliamentarian, I was overwhelmed with all the work because I'm also a filmmaker, plus performing artist, plus producer, plus screenwriter, plus entrepreneur. But someone like him who is totally useless and unemployed will never understand what it means to be in massive demand in all times at any age." Well, Kangana's latest Instagram post has once again sparked attention online, bringing her journey with the English language and other ongoing exchanges with CJP members into the spotlight. Whether Abhijit Dipke responds to her latest post remains to be seen.
Meanwhile, Akshay Khanna is once again owning the internet, this time as Shukracharya, the guru of the Asuras in Mahakali. And after the actor's viral turn as Rahman Daket in Dhurandhar, audiences are now calling this peak casting. The first glimpse has Akshay in a dramatically transformed avatar, delivering a dark, powerful voiceover as Shukracharya, questions the very idea of dharma and adharma before declaring war against the devas. What's fueling the hype is the timing. Dhurandhar turned Akshay's screen presence into a full-blown social media phenomenon, with fans obsessing over his look, mannerisms and even dialogue delivery. Now, just months later, he's gone from a feared gangster to the mythological guru of the Asuras. And audiences are already drawing comparisons with his other recent standout performances, such as Aurangzeb in Chhawa. And that is the casting coup. The actor audiences suddenly cannot get enough of has been handed another character that is built almost entirely around intensity, voice and aura. Mahakali, for the unversed, is part of the Prashant Verma cinematic universe and is slated for release on January 8th, 2027.
Akshay Khanna is once again grabbing attention with his powerful screen presence. After winning praise for his performances in Dhurandhar and Ikka, the actor is now stepping into the world of mythology with Mahakali. The makers have now released a new glimpse titled Shukracharya War Cry, giving fans a closer look at Akshay's intense and unrecognizable avatar as the powerful Asur Guru. The glimpse was shared by filmmaker Prashant Verma on social media. While sharing the video, he wrote, "Mahakali, Shukracharya's War Cry. The end begins. 8th January 2027. The filmmaker also kept his promise by releasing the new glimpse at 11:34 AM on 24th August. Directed by Pooja Aparna Kolluru, Mahakali is set against the backdrop of mythology and promises a large-scale battle between Dharma and Adharma. The story appears to explore a conflict that goes far beyond the simple fight between good and evil. It sets up a major cosmic war that could decide the fate of the entire mythological universe. Akshay Khanna is the biggest talking point of the new glimpse. As Shukracharya, the formidable guru of the Asurs, the actor looks almost unrecognizable. His intense eyes, powerful expressions, and commanding presence make an immediate impact. The glimpse also hints that his character will have an important role to play in the upcoming battle. The makers have paid close attention to the visual details, with every frame adding to the scale and mystery of the project. The final frame, in particular, has left many viewers excited and has added to the curiosity surrounding the film. Soon after the glimpse was released, fans flooded social media with praise for Akshay's casting and performance. Many viewers were impressed by how naturally the actor appeared to fit into the mythological world. One fan commented, "Akshay Khanna, day by day." Another wrote, "Akshay sir as Shukracharya, pick casting after Dhurandhar." A third fan praised his acting ability and commented, "Kitna Oscar chahiye aapko Akshay sir?" If reports are to be believed, Mahakali is also connected to Prashant Verma's cinematic universe, which began with the successful Hanuman starring Teja Sajja. The universe is expected to expand further with projects such as Jai Hanuman and Adhera. Mahakali is produced by Rizwan Ramesh Duggal under the RKD Studios banner and presented by RK Duggal. Alongside Akshay Khanna, the Telugu film features Rohit Sharaf, Bhumi Shetty, Sriya Reddy, Murli Sharma, Jitin Gulati and other actors. Akshay was recently seen in Ikka, where he shared the screen with Sunny Deol and Diya Mirza in the courtroom drama. He also made a cameo appearance in Dhurandhar The Revenge after delivering a major performance as Rahman Daket in Aditya Dhar's Dhurandhar. Ranveer Singh played Hamza Ali Mazari, also known as Jaskirat Singh Rangi, in the spy thriller. With Mahakali, Akshay Khanna is entering a completely different world, and his Shukracharya avatar has already created strong curiosity. If the glimpse is anything to go by, the actor could once again deliver a performance that leaves a lasting impact.